4 straight wins, 8 of 9. Just where do you feel you guys are at kind of right now as you're hitting the stretch run?
Playing good basketball. We trust one another. I feel like we're defending better. We keep one another accountable. Going to each game, we understand at what moment in time we are right now. We are 21 games before the playoffs. Try to build good habits, and I feel like that way we are just way more sharp when we play. And when we're not sharp, we try to keep one another accountable. We watch the film in halftime, we watch the film before the game, and we tell one another the truth. Like, we got to be better in transition, we got to be better rebounding, and then we go out there and try to execute it. We've said to ourselves that we got to be better coming out of the third quarter. I think we have great second quarters because the bench has done such a incredible job coming in, bringing energy, playing fast, making shots. We got to be better in the, starting the game. We got to be better in starting the half, and we've been at times. So right now we're playing good basketball. We got to stay locked in and keep on building.
Only 51 players before you got to 20,000. That's not very many. I know you don't really like to focus on those type of accomplishments, but what does that mean to you to know that you're in a group that just frankly not that many have reached?
Obviously, great compliment. Being able to experience this moment. Again, I don't think about only this moment that I got to 20,000 points. I think about everything that I had to go through in my life to be able to be in this position. Now, before basketball, when I started playing basketball at 14, when I got to the NBA, like all those moments that I had to sacrifice away from my family, moments that I was in pain and then, kept playing, moments that I've been disappointed, of not be able to accomplish what I want to accomplish, which might be a win or something. High moments that I've accomplished great stuff in my career. So I just think about all those things, which make this moment even more sweet. I really hope, because I don't know the 51 players before me, which players they were and how they got to 20,000 points. The only person that I know is Dame, and he's like an underdog kind of story. But I hope like a lot of people see me, and I represent the people that might not have it all, might not be the most talented people, or but they are disciplined and they show up every single night to do the right thing. No matter the outcome, they keep on coming back and keep on being disciplined in their craft. So I hope I can represent all those people. I know that a lot of kids in the league watch Kyrie Irving, which is an incredible player, John Morant, Klay Thompson, we played tonight, Steph Curry, and all those people which they have a gift. But as I said, I hope like other people watch me and how I got to my 20,000 points, and understand that I was humble. I was able to listen to my previous head coach that helped me in my career, and my current head coach that helped me. Teammates like Jerry Dudley, when he got me at 19 and convinced me to move out of my apartment that I was living with my mom, and I had to get my own apartment because he said, you're 19, 20 years old. Man, you never know, you might bring a girl back home. And I'm like, that's not what I do. He said, okay, you need your own space. And he convinced me to move out of my parents' apartment to people that I have now that make my life easy. Dame, Brooke, So yeah, long story short, I'm happy for this moment, and I hope like a lot of people that work hard to accomplish this moment, because it feels good, and I hope other people able to feel the same.
When we talked to Dame about it, he'd kind of said like some guys can get to 10, 12, but like once you get up to 15 and 20, there's a level of consistency there. Like night in, night out, the scouting report, you're going to be on the top of it. You're going to have to be available for your team every night. We know that that's something that you pride yourself on, but do accomplishments like this, like getting to 20,000, kind of let all of that hit home for you? That I have been able to do those things. Like I have wanted to be consistent and be available for my team and my franchise, and I have been able to do that.
Yeah, I think about the consistency. Being able to dress up every single, game, most of the games, and come back every single year and being able to, be good for your team and improve individually. I'll say probably one of my easiest year I've ever played was my fourth year in the NBA, my first year that I made the All-Star team, and I think I was All-NBA that year too. It was the easiest year because nobody respected me, nobody really knew what I was about, and after that it just became harder and harder and harder, and then you have to be able to be more sharp than them, and you have to be, how can I say, if they don't want me to go this way, I'm damn sure I'm gonna go that way, So there's gotta be a level of stubbornness every single night. But yeah, man, 20,000 points is a lot of points. But I can imagine people that have scored 30,000, but like KD or LeBron that have scored 40,000 points. You gotta recognize that's greatness. He's done that for 22 years. And when I see players like that, obviously when I go on the court, I'm a competitor. I'm going to compete. That's who I am. I'm a fighter. But at the same time, I respect what they've accomplished because I know how hard it is to be consistent every single night, even back-to-backs, when your body doesn't feel like it, when mentally you're not there, but you still got to show up for your team. So whenever I play against those players, I might go at them, they might go at me, but after the game, it's always respect because, man, if I feel the way I feel in year 12, I can imagine how they feel, KD feel in year 18, I think, or LeBron in year 22, or Steph in year 17, or Jokic in year 11. So you just gotta tip the hat to them because they've done it for a long time, and you respect the people that have done it before also, that they don't play no more.
You mentioned maybe not knowing the other guys. You're the sixth youngest player to accomplish it. The five before you, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Kobe Bryant, Will Chamberlain, Michael Jordan, they all went on to 30,000. And to be in those...
Get there. For sure, 1,000%. I'm going to get there. I don't know how I'll do it, but I'm going to show up every single day, and I'm going to do it. Now, it's not a goal of mine. I don't think it counts in your legacy if you score 25,000 or 27 or 30,000. I think there's more winning, counts more in your legacy and things that you leave behind. And I think you get more respect from winning. And when you walk into the room, people acknowledge you. And I feel like as you get older, that's what you're chasing. And when I say acknowledgement, I don't just mean from anybody. I mean from the greats, the people that have done it before, and I feel like that's a good feeling. When you go and you have an All-Star game meeting, or you're around greatness and you see Dr. J or Grant Hill or Shaq, and they're able to come and shake your hand, or you see Allen Iverson and they shake your hand. I feel like it's the biggest respect that you can ever receive from them. And I don't think they look at, he scored 30,000 points. They look at how consistent you are and how you help your team win, and how you say relentless you were when you were playing. That's what they look at. So as I said, it's not one of my goals, but I must stay humble, stay healthy, and by focusing on winning and by focusing on competing, I think I'm going to get there.
Yanni, you seemed very touched by the tribute video that they played in Arena. What was going through your mind when watching that?
Coach Doc did not let me watch it, man. He kept saying, Giannis, focus on the play. I'm like, Coach, you don't get a lot of 20,000 points moment in your career, so I've watched 1,000 plays. Let me watch this one video, So I didn't say that, but I thought about it. But no, it's a great video. I always look back at myself, and sometimes I don't want to say I would get emotional, but it's a good feeling. Like, I'm proud of the journey, but I have so much more to give. I'm 30 years old. I have so much to give. I'm changing my game. I'm becoming more efficient, more effective. I have so much to learn, and I'm just going to try to focus on that. So hopefully I can have another video without being interrupted.
And then as someone who was born and raised here in the city of Milwaukee, I understand your impact, especially. We know that all Bucks fans who are from the city, the state, they understand it as well. But how special is this city to you, and to get 20,000 career points here in Milwaukee?
It's special. I think nobody can ever take that away from me. Every bucket that I've ever scored, I scored it with the Bucks jersey. So it's a great feeling, for sure. I always feel the love from people here in the city, people that helped me, people that believed in me. And I just try to, as I said, every time when I step on the court, to represent them in the best way possible. And I hope I've done that. And if not, I'm going to continue to try to do it.
I asked Doc, what sets you apart from some of the great players that he's been around? And the two things that he focused on were your heart and your spirit. And those come from within, right? But at the same time, you've mentioned everything you've had to go through to get to this point. Now, what are the different attributes, and how have you been able to stay focused on the ultimate goal, get through these obstacles to ultimately reach this point in your career?
How can I stay focused? I feel like before I came to the NBA, I had to be locked in. When I came to the NBA, I looked around me and I said, the only way I can make it in this league is by working hard, and I have to show up every single day. I had conversations with great players that played the game, and they're all-time greats, and they told me that the best players, the greats, never get bored. And as I worked, and I got to a point that I realized what separates me from the other players around me and the people, that have played the game, is that my heart, my spirit, my work ethic, and how disciplined I am to repeat it. After we've played the back-to-back, probably everybody have left the arena. I'm here, went to the family room, saw my kids, kissed my kids good night, and come here, do media. After I'm done with the media, I'm going to go lift my weights. It doesn't matter what I feel, if I feel good, bad, if I'm bored or I'm excited, if I've lost the game or won the game, it does not matter. I will do what's necessary. I will do the job. I don't negotiate with myself. So I think that at the point I realized that that's what makes me different than the others, and I kind of channel it even more. Okay, I have to stay even more locked in, even more disciplined. Even I got to focus more in my craft. I got to take better care of my body. I got to keep on learning. I have to approach people that have done this before, all-time greats, with the approach of, I'm here to listen. I'm here to learn from you. I'm the student. You're the teacher. And I feel like when you have that approach in life, you always receive the right information, and people are willing to share that information with you, and that allows you to keep on improving. So that's what I've done in my career. Other people are different, but this is what works for me.
Thank you. And so switching back to the game, in that first quarter, you and Dame, first 20 points, took control of it, set the tone, and then there were some subs, and so Kevin Porter Jr., Kyle Kuzma comes back in, Jericho Sims, and they injected a lot of energy, and you guys went on a run to close out that quarter. What have these younger guys and newer additions to the team brought to the table that are helping you and the rest of the team reach that potential?
Energy, for sure. Energy, we play faster, we can defend better perimeter defenders, but those players are capable to, we've seen, Kevin Porter Jr., when he was with Houston, we've seen what he's capable of doing. he scored 50 against us when we played him like 4 years ago, 2021. With Kyle Kuzma, we know what he can do. So those two players are aggressive. They're playing the right way. Jericho has great hands. He fights for every rebound. He fights for position. He sets screens and roll and creates attention. He's able to rim run so well the court, which he draws a lot of attention, and it opens up for people like TP, Gary Trent, or AJ, open threes. I love the way they've been playing. We need that energy from them. There's sometimes that, as you said, me and them will be able to score in the first quarter and set the tone. But there's going to be times that we won't be able to do that because the scouting report is how they can take us off the game. We need them to come in, step in, and play with energy, go downhill. Just bring energy to the game and spark something. So they've been doing that the last 9 games they've been doing that. So we need them to keep on doing for the next 21 games and plus the playoffs.
And just real quick from me, any keepsakes? Will you keep anything to kind of commemorate this from this game?
Yeah, Coach Duck gave me the ball. Probably I'll keep my shoes, my jersey. I don't know what else. Should I keep my socks? I don't know. I give it to my mom. My mom has. I'm not going to say where she has it because I don't want anybody going in. Because we've had a lot of break-ins recently. So I give it to my mom. She keep the stuff, and one day she'll probably give it back to me, or I don't know, give it to my kids or my grandkids. But I take bids. If you guys want to bid on the shoe, the ball, it starts at $2,000. So if anybody wants 2001, 2002, 2003. Oh, Mr. Dan? Yeah. What you got? 2,500? 2,500? 2,501? 2,502? Sold to Mr. Dan. No, joking. Joking. Hey, thank you guys.